And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Howdy everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Buy the Vote. Yes, it's a political game, but don't worry, it doesn't get into specific politics. It has red states and blue states, but that's about it. It's simply about buying a vote. Or specifically, you can think about it as advertising for the vote. It's a 15-minute real-time game of auctioning. How's that work? Let me show you. At the beginning of the game, you're going to place out these placards here for states 1 through 9 in a row. Each person's going to get their own board here that will have states 1 through 9 matching on it. You'll start a timer for 15 minutes, and you'll end the game after 15 minutes or after round 8. At the beginning of round 1, at the beginning of round 4, and at the beginning of round 7, you're going to get money. Here you get $10 million to start. 20 million plus 2 million for every state you control, and 30 million plus 2 million for every state you control. At the beginning of each round, you're going to place states out equal to whatever it tells you. So round 1 through 3 will be, round 1 is states 1 through 3, round 2 adds a state, round 3 adds a state, etc. From a deck of cards, you'll draw cards and put them by each of the states that are available. So this would be round 1. That's a number of electoral votes. The colors just show you which direction the state leans, except it's really important when it comes to the yellow ones, as they are swing states. Each player sets up a board for privacy at the same time, and you can bid any amount of money you want on any particular state. The bids are then revealed, and whoever bids the most money wins that state. It's possible that no state will be won, or there's a tie, in which case a state will go there. And whether you win, lose, tie, all the money you spent is discarded. So the states that are taken will be taken, and these will slide down, and you'll add another state to those, so there'll be more than one to take. When you take a state, you're going to put it on your board. They have these little, you'll notice there's a certain bar at the top of them. That's to keep track of the votes. So I could, for example, see, I can just add them here as I get the states to this board, and it's trekking across the lot, showing you how many votes you get. So you're doing that. When you win a swing state, you can also, as a special ability, steal the last state somebody else just got. So you can pick the last state that they've had and automatically win that when you get that state. If the swing state is not won and another state's on top of it, then the special ability doesn't work. It works if it's the top state in a pile that you've won. As soon as a round's over, you'll set up for the next one. So after round 1, for example, we would put out 3 more states, and then we would add a state to the 4th one. So now players are going for 4 states, and then 5 states, and then 6 states, and in 6 states everyone gets a bunch more money. And you just keep going, and you will go through the whole deck that way if you make it through round 8. At the end of round 8, you'll simply see who has the most electoral votes. And that person is a presidential running candidate. Vice president gets the second most, and if you have 270 together, then you win. Whatever. Whoever has the most electoral votes is the winner of the game. Lots of money in this game for sure, and that's fine. It works well. There's 1s and 5s. The boards are nice. These big boards are cool because they show you all the states. So if you're like, well, I wonder what states haven't come up yet. Oh, Maryland hasn't come up yet, and that's worth 10 votes. So you know, for example, California, Texas, New York, Florida, Illinois, Pennsylvania, they're the biggest states. So when they come out, maybe you want to vote more on those. But also, you don't want to win a big state, then have someone steal it with a swing state. So you have to be cautious on that. These boards work well. These placards are nice. The rules are my main problem with the game. You can find the rules online, and also a 15-minute timer in case you don't own one. Anyhow, the rules are written on these cards. I don't like that. They're also written on the side of the box. So they're actually more detailed on the side of the box than they are on the cards. So why have them on the cards then? Why not just put a rule book in the game? That I don't like. I also, even though It's really neat. This is a cool concept. Like, put these together underneath your board, but you're playing a 15-minute game here. You don't have time to make these look nice and straight, and there's no way to slide them underneath to pick your board up all the time. It's just not worth it. It is important for you to know what the last card you won is for purposes of swing states, but I just found that to be a cool idea in theory more than it was in practice. But still, I'm pretty happy with the components. Everything else was of good quality. I really like this game, folks. It's really entertaining. Now, I have some issues with it. The main one is I don't understand what the point of the 15-minute timer is. Yes, it makes everyone play very quickly, but would it be a problem if the game went 20 minutes or 25? It's not that big of a deal. Some people, I'll just warn you off right now, some folks will not like the fact that you can bid on a state, you can bid a lot of money in a state, and if someone overbids you, you lose all that money and get nothing for it. But my argument would be, first of all, ha ha ha. But secondly, it's 15 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever. You know, it's a short game, so that doesn't matter. It's fast. I mean, sometimes I'd sit there and go, I'm putting $1 in every state because, hey, maybe I'll win that with $1. But you are spreading a lot of money across the board. But at the same time, I'll put $2 in that state because maybe someone else had the same idea and put $1 on it. That's entertaining. The second thing that might scare people off is they take that nature in a sense where you buy a swing state. But first of all, you can see the swing states out there. I'll see there's a swing state. I just won California. I don't want to give you that, so I need to win that swing state. I'll put more money on that, just not for any other reason. I want to keep it. And if you buy it for more money than me, or maybe you think I'm going to outbid more than you, you'll put a ton of money on it, you'll get it, and you'll get California, but then you're broke, and I'll catch up the other ways. So, like I said, I'm not sold on the 15 minutes. I'm not sold on this boring box cover, which I don't think anyone will do it. And I know they want to say win the presidency in 15 minutes. And I'm also, the end game conditions about add them together to get 270 electoral votes. I'm like, come on, just say whoever has the most electoral votes wins. It's such a simple thing. But the auctioning and the bidding on the different things is thoughtful, fun, interesting. It, you know, shows you how a little bit on how the electoral process works. And yes, it's sarcastic. It knows what it's doing. It's, you know, hey, you're paying money to buy votes. But I think it makes for a really cool little game that a lot of people can sit around the table and play. But also, I played it with 3 players. It's 2 to 5. I played with 3, and I thought 3 was like a really great number for this. Yes, it's okay with 2. You're just trying to outthink the other person. And with 5, there's a good chance you could get destroyed in 5. With 3, it's that real perfect number. With 5, though, even then, again, it's a short game. So this is one I think that's kind of an underrated gem. Check it out. That's By the Vote. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time. Dice Tower Judgment approved.